Today on People Now, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry honoring the legacy of South African leader Nelson Mandela.
Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott open up about the so-called Kardashian curse in GQ.
Cardi B cozying up to Offset as they hit the doctor's office with their week-old baby girl.
K-pop stars GOT7 revealing one thing they'd never share on social media. It might surprise you.
Plus, the hometown visits has some surprises for Bachelorette. Rebecca Kuffer and our panel is here with all the hot takes from last night's episode.
It's live today on People Now. Let's go.
Hey guys, happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to People Now.
We have a lot going on. We're breaking down the Bachelorette. Liza Koshy is here.
Liza Koshy, we're so pumped for that.
Really excited about.
Yeah, and guess what, guys? We hope you have your cell phones handy. It is a very special day for texting, tweeting, and Instagramming.
Yes, it is World Emoji Day.
Love is in the air.
We want to know, what is your favorite emoji? Look at us, you both picked up the loving ones.
Yeah.
We're feeling very lovey
today.
Bachelorette. This actually is one of my favorite emojis.
This is your favorite one.
Oh
you
yeah,
do
I like
this
that one a
all
lot.
The time.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing that and more fun things. Cheesy fun things all today.
Let us know your favorites by tweeting us with your answer with the hashtag #PeopleNow.
For now, here's what you need to know and what's trending today. We begin with this. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry spent Tuesday morning honoring the legacy of South African leader and Nobel Peace Prize winner Nelson Mandela. Mandela, who was South Africa's first black president before his death at age 95 in 2013, is being honored in London with an exhibition to mark the 100th anniversary of his birth on July 18th. Harry and Meghan met Mandela's granddaughter, one of Mandela's close friends and one of his close colleagues, at the exhibition and received a history lesson about Mandela that included his journey as a young freedom fighter, his time in incarceration, and how he inspired the movement against South Africa's violent and oppressive apartheid system. Now, their visit to the exhibit on Tuesday also honors a past royal connection. Freed from jail in 1990 and elected in 1994, Mandela was a renowned figure on the world stage, and according to royal insiders, his visits with Harry's grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, are held fondly in her memory. And it wouldn't be a royal report without a little fashion talk, guys. After wearing mostly British labels on her recent tour of Ireland, we took note. Meghan went back to her roots to support a Canadian brand with her sleeveless trench dress by the label Noni. Now, Noni founder and creative director Nina Carey tells People it's, quote, beyond exciting and a true honor to be the first Canadian designer she's worn since her wedding earlier this year. The buttoned-up dress is a twist on a Meghan favorite. She's stepped out in trench coats before, including an olive green one back in April. I know I fondly remember that, as I'm sure you do. Stick around. Our royal correspondent Imogen Lloyd-Webber here breaking down all the latest Royals headlines, including our very first glimpse of the new season of The Crown. That is coming up in just a bit. But now on to this. Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott are gracing the cover of GQ's August issue. The pair opens up in the feature about everything from how they first met, how their lives have changed since they welcomed their daughter Stormy, and the power couple even comments on if they are worried about the so-called Kardashian curse. But guys, guess what? Scott reveals he's completely unfazed by the rumored curse. He tells the magazine, quote, Kylie actually likes me for me. He also says I'm my own island and that Kylie is different. So the couple also opens up about how Scott is adapting to Jenner's level of fame. Kylie revealed that he isn't a fan of it, but they deal with it together because they love each other. They will, quote, go the extra mile to keep the relationship super private. So far, I think they're doing a pretty good job of that. Of course, the young couple welcomed daughter Stormy back in February, and Travis revealed to the magazine that the last time that he cried was when his daughter was born. He opened up about being in the room during the entire birth. He said that he was, quote, there through the hell, including the epidural, and calling the whole experience very crazy. Well, guys, Pete Davidson is shutting down any speculation that he is a re-gifter. Lots of drama here. See if you can follow along. After sharing a photo of fiancée Ariana Grande wearing a pendant in honor of his late father, Pete had some explaining to do once a fan pointed out that he gifted ex-Cassie David the same 8418 necklace. Pete wrote, actually, I didn't give that to my ex. Yes, she had one, but it was a replica. He says, I had a bunch of replicas made. My sister and grandpa also have one. The one that Ari has is the one that my dad actually died in, and he wore his entire career, and the one that I've worn for over 17 years. He says, I've actually never taken it off other than for SNL or work, so it means a lot to me. This isn't the first time Ariana has honored Davidson's father. She also has his badge number tattooed on the top of her foot. Now, the choice to give Grande the pendant has received some criticism, but Pete stands by his decision, people. When a fan wrote in saying, no girl should ever wear your dad's chain, so disrespectful, Pete jumped in, saying in part, for your information, that's not just some girl. That's my fiance. She's the greatest person I know. Coming to the defense there.
Yeah, I think it's really sweet that she's honoring his dad.
And he can do what he wants.
I know,
with his pendants.
I know, fans get really...
Here we go, kicking off Star Treks with you, Andrea.
We are kicking off Star Treks with some new parents taking on mom and dad duty full force. Cardi B posted a sweet Instagram cuddling up to her husband and father of their week-old daughter, Culture Kiari Cephas, with the caption, "Doctor's visit with mom and dad." Now, since the birth of Culture, Cardi has not been shy about sharing some of the difficulties of being a new mom with her fans. Last week, she admitted on Instagram, she said, "It's been a little hard for me to reply back because this mommy job requires full day, all night attention." Culture is named after her rapper father, her middle name coming from Offset's legal first name, Kiari Kendrell Cephas. There are also some speculations that her first name is inspired by her father's albums, Culture 1 and Culture 2. Name inspirations aside, all I'm saying is you better be helping with baby duty, Offset. Okay. That is like the best I've ever done. All right, it is all about the reboot, and we might have our next one on the way. Britney Spears sat down with Entertainment Tonight and gave her thumbs up for the Mickey Mouse Club reunion as long as someone else plans it. The singer saying, quote, "I would definitely show up. I would go, definitely. But getting the cast from the 90s variety show together might be a little tough." Along with Britney, the group includes future Oscar nominee Ryan Gosling serving a look in the front row there. And that's Christina Aguilera with the bangs and the jean vest. And who could forget Britney's most famous ex, there in the back row, Justin Timberlake. I love it. Almost 25 years after those Mickey days, Britney only has great memories, telling ET, "It was a really good time. It was probably one of the most special times in my life." Now, in the interview, she also reflected on the upcoming 20th anniversary of Baby One More Time. And no, she can't believe it either. She says, "It's been so fast, I feel like I just started yesterday." And if all of this has you feeling nostalgic like it does me, now's your chance to catch Britney on her world tour, which hits 22 cities this summer. And those are your Star Treks for today.
All right, guys, stay with us. We've got more with K-pop superstars GOT7, including the craziest thing a fan has ever done to get their attention. Plus, we're live with YouTube star Liza Koshy. We've got all the details on her new show that's coming up in just a bit.
All right, guys, we sent out a question of the day asking what your favorite emojis are in honor of World Emoji Day. We have to honor this day. So let's check in on what you guys have been tweeting so far.
Here it comes. All right, Laura says my fave.
Kiss face.
Yeah, the
It's
kiss
fun
face.
and cute, and I love sending and receiving kisses. Yeah.
Is there another one? Here we go. My best emoji is the one you can eat.
Okay,
Little
donut
donuts.
emoji.
Krispy Kreme did that one, of course.
Nice. Yep.
My favorite is this one.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
No reason.
Keep those answers coming in, but now we are moving on to this. Don't mess with Kim Kardashian's siblings, okay? The 37-year-old mom of 3 is defending little sister Kylie Jenner after the 20-year-old came under fire for her upcoming Forbes cover.
The magazine calls Jenner, quote, the youngest ever self-made billionaire. Many people on social media not having it.
Yeah, Kardashian tells Refinery29 she didn't understand the backlash, saying, quote, Kylie is self-made. She took an insecurity of hers and found out how to make a really successful business off of it.
The reality star adds all of her siblings are self-made, explaining what? Because we came from a family that has had success. To me, that doesn't really make sense. I know so many people like that who haven't turned out to be as successful as Kylie. If anything, I've seen the complete opposite. Me, Kylie, not one of us has ever depended on our parents for anything besides advice.
Yeah, Kardashian goes on to address how her dad, the late Robert Kardashian, never gave them anything, adding, we might have the opportunity, but I've seen it go the complete opposite way. Nobody works harder than my sisters and my mom. Jenner's company, Kylie Cosmetics, is estimated to be worth $900 million, according to Forbes. That number puts Jenner on track to surpass Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg, who became a billionaire at age 23.
Guys, President Trump and Queen Elizabeth's big meeting officially took place on Friday. Here with the details on that and more is our royal correspondent, Imogen Lloyd-Webber. Good to see you.
Hello, Jeremy.
So this meeting, which now seems like 1,000 years ago, by the way, as time rolls on, but it was at Windsor Castle. It was a long time coming. Donald and Melania Trump joined the Queen to watch a military procession, then headed inside for afternoon tea. It seems to have gone off without a hitch. It was a good thing overall, but of course, there were a few hiccups. Talk about that.
The internet did notice a couple of awkward moments. After keeping Her Majesty waiting for more than 10 minutes, there was a viral clip of President Trump then somehow managing to walk in front of the Queen during a walk while inspecting her guard of honor. A basic rule of royal protocol and interacting with a 92-year-old woman, as Twitter was quick to point out, is to let them go first.
There you go.
After the Trumps were welcomed at the quadrangle of Windsor Castle, the President and First Lady then joined the Queen inside for afternoon tea, which did run 17 minutes long, so perhaps all was forgiven. The Queen writes a diary every day, so one day historians will perhaps have more of an idea of what she really thought of the whole affair. She's famously discreet in the present. The Queen has now met 12 of the 13 presidents of her reign, all except LBJ. There has been speculation about why Prince Charles and Prince William weren't also at the meeting. A palace spokesperson told People, quote, "In line with standard practice for guest of government visits, the president was received by the Queen as head of state. The arrangements were mutually agreed between the palace and the UK and US governments." The spokesperson continues, "There was never a suggestion that other members of the royal family would take part." There were, however, protests in London about 20 miles away, including the infamous Trump baby blimp and typically ironic British protest signs. However, President Trump did seem to take all that in his stride.
Here you go. Obviously, this stuff is very divisive. The political stuff has the polarizing effect. We've barely scratched the surface on all that went on there. But one thing we can agree on, to make a sharp left turn, a more pressing issue.
Switching gears.
It is taking forever for The Crown to come back on Netflix. Am I right?
You are so right.
Outrage for all the right reasons. Netflix throwing us a bone, though, with our first look at the brand new Queen Elizabeth. Here it is, actress Olivia Colman taking over the reins from Claire Foy. There you go. Who did a tremendous job. Claire Foy did, of course. What can we expect from the new season, and do we have any idea when it's going to premiere?
Yeah, the Crown's Twitter account has shared this photo of Coleman in character for the first time with the caption, "Patience." She's in a pink suit and a set of pearls with coiffed hair and a cup of tea. The new cast, revamped to represent the royals in later decades, also features Tobias Menzies as Prince Philip, and in an inspired piece of casting, Helena Bonham Carter as Princess Markle.
Perfectly chosen.
Absolutely. Seasons 3 and 4 are filming back-to-back, with season 3 supposedly dropping early next year. Diana won't be in season 3. It's still too early for that. We'll likely be able to see the original The Crown cast together one more time. The show recently nabbed 13 Emmy nominations, so the leads should be back together for the ceremony in September.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to that, of course. And, you know, that cast is going to change every 2 or 3 seasons as the story progresses. Another highly anticipated photo release. Any excuse to show these photos again, right? The official portraits from Prince Louis's christening are here. They are absolutely adorable. How do these compare to maybe the portraits from George and Charlotte's big days? There's a lot going on here, and man, look at that.
Look at that.
The most adorable photo ever.
So good. Proud parents Prince William and Princess Kate picked Matt Holyoke, one of the world's leading portrait photographers, to take the photos. The former ones were shot in the morning room at Clarence's house, which is Grandpa Prince Charles and Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall's official London residence, following the little prince's baptism in the Chapel Royal at St James's Palace. They also released an extra bonus informal shot of Prince Louis and Princess Kate, which is our favourite. That was supposed to be for their personal collection, but they loved it so much they shared it with us.
I'm glad they did.
See why. Royal newlyweds Uncle Prince Harry and Aunt Meghan Markle appeared in 2 of the portraits. Their signature PDA was going on. See Meghan's hand on Harry's arm there?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, breaking tradition once again, Jeremy. One of the reasons we love them.
It's hard to watch, honestly. It's like get a
room. Yeah.
We've been lucky enough to see a lot of Meghan in recent days. She stepped out at Wimbledon with Kate for their first ever solo outing. Had an amazing time. Meghan's dad, though, also back in the news. This time he's given his insight on how Meghan is doing after her first 2 months as a royal. What is his take, which, by the way, is from a distance?
Yes. Thomas Markle has given another interview, this time saying, quote, "My thing about my daughter right now is that I think she is terrified. I see it in her eyes, I see it in her face, and I see it in her smile." He went on to say, "I've seen her smile for years. I know her smile. I don't like the one I'm seeing now. This one isn't even a staged smile. This is a pained smile." Thomas is worried she's under too much pressure. However, it must be noted that he says he's not spoken to Meghan since the day after the wedding, and the phone number he had been calling Meghan on is no longer picking up. The palace apparently hasn't responded to a text from him either. The royals don't like it when those close to them speak to the media, and Thomas has chosen to do so. We shall see how this one plays out, Jeremy.
Look, I always feel a little bad when that kind of thing comes out, and he's a dad talking about his daughter, but I wish that the interviews would cease. Never a dull moment with that. Thank you, as always, Imogen. Good to see you.
We've got a 1-minute winning contest that we'd like you to participate in. So have a seat. Have a seat. Here's the all-important question. With your wings, blue cheese or ranch?
No ranch in Buffalo.
She's a keeper. She's a keeper. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1.
Jason is just so full of life, and every time I'm with him, I have the best time.
Hey, sometimes in love, you just gotta wing it.
I like it.
Hometowns finally graced our TV screens Monday night. Oh my gosh. And boy, they did not disappoint.
Nope, it's been a long road on this season of The Bachelorette. Our top 4 finally introduced us to their families.
Yes, and joining us live to break it all down are former Bachelor Nation cast members Michael Garafola, Kayla Quinn, and Corinne Olympios via Skype. Hello, everyone. How are you?
Hello,
Great, thanks. Hey, Corinne.
How are you?
Hi, Corinne.
Hey, Corinne.
Hey, Corinne, thanks for Skyping in. All right, here we go.
Before we dive in, Kayla and Corinne, you both had very memorable hometown hometown dates. What do you think is key for a successful hometown? Let's start with you, Kayla.
I think the key to a successful hometown is always just like showing what made you you. And so I showed him like my high school, and so it's kind of like Blake's, and I felt like it was the perfect ending.
Yeah. How about for you, Corinne?
For me, it's really just showing, you know, the person you're dating, who you are inside and out, what you love to do, and bringing them to be a part of it. And for me, it was shopping. I mean, that's my happy place. That's what I do when I'm upset, and I brought Nick along, and it was great.
Yeah, it worked. It was one of the best dates. Yeah.
On to the episode. First, we traveled to California, where Becca and Garrett ride a tractor, plant some tomatoes. So, Michael, Becca said that Garrett reminds her of her dad. Seems like they have a really good connection here. What did you think of their down and dirty hometown? Did she fit right in there?
Yeah, I think she fit right in. I really like the hometown. I'm a little concerned that she is more into the fact that Garrett is ready to get married, or keeps professing that he's ready to get married, and less really focused on, you know, is he right for her?
Oh, so maybe the idea of him, you think she's kind of
Yeah, well, I think coming off of what she went through with Ari, I think it's easy for her to just hear these, you know, words of affirmation constantly from Garrett, that he's so into her and he's so ready to get married. And I think, you know, I think she's willing to consider that, and maybe overlook some other things about Garrett.
Well, and so one of those things, Garrett's family did talk about his divorce and how the breakup affected him. Kayla, do you feel like they need to have more conversations about that? I mean, maybe they have, but we haven't really seen a lot of a deep dive when it comes to that between the two of them.
A couple dates ago, she even asked Garrett, like, I need more from you. I need to see that deeper layer. And I think there are deeper conversations that need to happen. Like, why did they really break up? He keeps saying that it was mostly her, but it's really unclear. And so you really need to find that out before you get engaged to somebody.
So for you, as someone who knows, do you feel like, I think you can sense things.
Yes.
Do you think he's 100% ready for marriage again?
I think
like the vibe
he is.
he's giving?
I think he's ready.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think he has been from like day one. It feels like
coming out of the minivan, he's got his dad's diaper bag. Like,
no, that was it for me.
Let's do
like he's the one.
He's really sweet.
Next, we traveled to Buffalo, New York, where we just saw things get a little messy. Corinne, Jason seemed pretty confident in their relationship, but his mom couldn't tell if Becca was really into him. Is that a red flag? I mean, do you think that she has deeper connections with the other guys?
I definitely think that Becca has deeper connections with the other guys. I just think that Jason and Becca's relationship is super forced. And
compared to the others,
I don't feel like they like love each other. Like, I definitely don't see them together as like a serious couple. I feel like they're awkward there.
It's funny though, and his declaration of love was kind of sweet. My wife and I were watching. She was like, I actually like him more right now.
I know.
Kayla, did you?
He seems like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I had so many heart eye emojis.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. I don't know. Did he stand out to you more in
He
this?
did. Oh my gosh, I want him to be the next Bachelor. He just seems like he's ready. He's really transparent and always present. And you know, that eloquence, you can't get that every day, especially from a man.
Yeah. That is
Thanks a
very
lot.
true. No,
Takes a lot of work for us. Yeah.
All
Put
right,
words
now
together.
let's travel west to Colorado, where two hometown dates take place. Kicking things off with Blake. Blake's actually my favorite. Michael, Blake opened up about surviving a school shooting. Now, a lot of heavy stuff right there. You tweeted about this, saying it's probably not the last time we'll hear a story like this from a contestant, which obviously is very sad. What do you think about Blake sharing such a scary moment on the show? I mean, did you think that it brought them closer?
I do, yeah, I really do. I think that was, I was not expecting that moment, and that moment of candor about, how he felt and what he went through. And I think it's good for the country to watch that. And I like I said, I mean, I don't think it's going to be the last person that we're going to see on a show now that has gone through this kind of experience. And I also think that it's an interesting juxtaposition compared to what we now know about sort of the things that Garrett has liked on Instagram.
Yeah, it's a really good point.
Being crisis actors. I mean, I think that, and with Blake actually having gone through one of those experiences.
Yeah.
Which I think that once the season's over, I feel like there's going to be a lot of things to address.
Definitely.
Seeing whoever wins or not.
Yeah,
gets
with
to the end.
the tell-all episodes and After Rose and all that, they're definitely going to hit that. So finally, we head to Parker, Colorado, Colton's hometown. Now, Colton tells Becca that he's never brought a girl home before. He's never done many things before. That's one of them. Kayla, does Colton lack experience here? What did you read that in the date?
Of course, Colton is young as it is. Like, I think he's 26.
Yeah.
I mean, I was young when I went on the show. Doesn't mean you're not ready. But at the same time, to be ready for marriage, he is kind of fibbing a bit, because they showed a lot on Twitter, all of the like his last girlfriend, he did bring her home. And
oh,
yes.
Okay, so that wasn't even true.
It wasn't even true.
Wow,
But
okay.
he maybe is lacking experience, and so it's probably good that he was let home.
Yeah, and then of course the craziest part I thought of the episode was when Tia pulls Becca aside, says that she still has feelings for Colton and that if it makes her feel sick. Corinne, should Tia have said anything? What was your take on this, and what's the appropriate girl code here?
I mean, I just felt like it was kind of like really weird. I mean, I get that like there was like a drama aspect to it, but like what is Becca supposed to do? Like just not pick Colton because Tia has feelings for him? Like what about Colton? Like does Colton have feelings for you, Tia? Or like, I don't get what the point is here. Like what's the point of you telling me this right now? Like just because you have feelings for him? Like Becca's the Bachelorette. Like what is she supposed to do because Tia has feelings for Colton?
My immediate thought was Colton, Bachelor.
Yeah, but he's going to Bachelor in Paradise.
You don't think there's a chance?
Quick take on
We
Colton
know he's going to Paradise.
Well, yeah, but I don't think that rules him
Nick
out.
Viall, yeah. He went to,
But a different season, yeah.
True. Yeah, that's true. Quick take on Colton going to Bachelor in Paradise. Excited about it?
I'm excited about it. I mean, I think he is someone I want to watch date, but I don't know. I think Tia just did the whole wrong thing. I totally agree with Corinne.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think Colton should. I think Corinne is right. I think Colton should also have a say in this, right? If he doesn't have feelings for Tia any longer, and he really, is falling for Becca, if that's sincere, then I think he should be able to weigh in as well, and at least have another conversation with Becca after her conversation with Tia. And I don't know if they did or not, but we definitely didn't see that.
But honestly, going into Paradise, Colton's gonna get all the experience in one.
Yeah, right. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot at once.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, it's great to see you all.
And
Thanks for
thank
being
you,
here.
Corinne. And you guys make sure to tune in to The Bachelorette every Monday night on ABC. All right, now take a look at this.
It's a beautiful sky.
Come and get it.
GOT7. So we are GOT7.
What up, man?
How would you describe GOT7 in your own words?
Go for you. YJ.
다국적 group.
International.
group.
Global icon.
Global.
Right.
Like global.
Yeah.
Global.
And what more?
Switch come.
Chill.
Chill.
Yeah, we chill, bro.
Savage.
Savage.
Oh,
Yeah, Savage
yeah.
7.
Entertaining.
Entertaining.
And peacemaker.
Huh? A peacemaker. Yeah, we are peacemaker.
I like that.
We bring peace to K-pop.
I'm always fascinated by how groups get ready to go on stage. You guys seem like you all get along, but do you have any good luck rituals
Yes.
before you go and perform?
Yes, we have.
Yeah, we do.
So it's like.
Okay, let me show you. Like, we give each other energy like this, and then we go like GOT7.
Wait, he's not in. You gotta make sure he's all in.
hand.
I gotta make sure this is right.
This is Wi-Fi,
GOT7.
So we let through our energy by hands, and then go through each other. Like we give each other energy.
And you do that before every performance?
Performance, yeah.
Everything.
So if we have
just now
dances-
too, before the interview too.
You did?
Yeah.
Like energy delivery in Korean, it's energy 배달.
Try to say that.
Energy 배달.
Paedai.
Yeah.
Energy paedai.
Yeah.
You're acting good.
Okay, that was good. Energy paedai.
Can you do this one? I'm your energy.
I'm your energy.
I'm your energy.
Yeah!
Yo!
I think it's GOT7 interview you.
I think it's just roles here. I want to talk about this too. It's common for groups to live together in a house or apartment. Some of you recently moved out of the dorm to get your own places. Do you miss each other now that some of you are apart?
What do you think?
What do you think?
Ask him.
What do you think?
이렇게 가는 거야.
Well, I think this is.
We're still in.
Yeah, we're still together. So
Exactly. Like.
Yeah, so I
the
wanna know,
question
like,
is, do
if
you
you-
guys miss us?
Yeah, you guys miss us.
Right.
So wait, who moved?
Us three like this.
Okay.
This guy too.
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
So yeah, now how has it changed and do you miss them?
Yeah, do you miss us?
No.
we see you guys every day.
Yeah, like even we didn't live together anymore, so we see each other like every day.
You guys have lived all around the world in the past. So South Korea, Hong Kong, Saudi Arabia, Thailand, Los Angeles. Where's one place you would love to live that you haven't lived yet?
Actually, we've never been to Saudi Arabia yet.
Oh, you haven't?
Yeah.
어디 살고 싶어? 고래 수 있어.
Oh, okay. I know what you guys are talking about. Okay, so actually, his parents lived in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, okay.
거기서 가졌어.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
He born there.
he wasn't
Okay.
born there, but he was conceived.
Oh, you
Got it,
거기서.
got it.
아니 저기서
There was a link somewhere.
왜 시옷이 나와? 아니
You're born there?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, he was born there.
He born there.
Oh, you didn't know that.
Straight to
See,
Korea.
now I'm teaching some of you facts about other members you didn't know. You have so many fans around the world, and your fans love you. But what's the craziest thing a fan has done to get your attention?
In a good way, though.
In a good way, yes, in a good way.
In a good way. Before we come here, we like by the bus, and just in front of the bus, a fan like dance like twerking.
Oh,
Oh, it's working.
Straight.
yeah.
Right. A little
Do you,
awkward.
I've tried to twerk, but I can't. Do you guys twerk?
We can all.
I can't.
You can. Yeah, you're very good dancers.
Bam Bam likes to twerk.
I don't. I don't have a butt. I can't.
You guys do share a lot of your personal lives on social media. Your pets, your travels, behind the scenes, your favorite foods. What is one thing though that you won't show on social media?
Well, basically, I know JB's. His own room.
Oh.
His room.
Oh, he don't want to show
yeah.
his room.
Why? Just.
Why?
I need a private part.
Oh,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Right.
Cool, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
My real friends.
Huh?
Real friends.
Real friends?
Yeah.
You real friends?
연기하고 싶지 않아.
You have a friend?
Photo?
Congratulations!
You too, my friend.
I'm your friend? What?
Ugly pictures.
Oh, you're all about the good pictures.
Yes. But you so many.
Yeah.
Are those cupcakins?
Oh, yeah, I'm soccer snack mom today, and the kids begged for these, and I saw them on Postmates, so I just got them. Do you want one?
Are you serious? You'd give me one? I could share it with my roommate, and that would seriously be the greatest thing that's happened to me all day.
It's only a cupcake.
Inside a cupcake? Inside yet another cupcake?
I only bought them because they were expensive. Yes.
I honestly, I relate to it right off the bat. I don't think there's a such thing as being too excited about cupcakes.
I don't think so either.
That's the hilarious vlogger Liza Koshy and her new YouTube red comedy, Liza on Demand.
Yeah, Liza joins us live today. Thank you for being here. How are you?
I'm so good. Do I look good?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
good.
amazing.
No, you're
I tried.
doing it.
First of all,
There's a team.
There's a
so
team.
first of all, you just celebrated your 3-year YouTube anniversary. It's on July 8th. So how do you celebrate an anniversary like that?
Girl, I had a wild time. I drank tea by myself and celebrated with myself. It's where it all started. We work really well together.
Yeah, you yourself and
Yes.
I. Do you look back at like some of those original videos and it's like, oh, I can't believe that I got away with it. How did this work?
I look at like the picture I posted yesterday. I'm like, who was that girl? Like, that's a different girl. I reinvent myself every day. Like, trust me, this was not here last night. I knew. No, but I have a lot of fun like reinventing myself and finding myself. So yes, I do cringe at my old videos for sure.
I love that. I love looking back at some of these.
You probably like tempted to delete them, but you're like, I can't do it.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I have to leave it up. You gotta know where you came from, you know?
Yeah.
Never forget.
Yeah.
You recently, we'll talk about this. You recently went through another life change. You and your ex, fellow YouTube star David Dobrik, recorded a really emotional video to announce your split in June. Now, David mentions in the video it was your idea to announce the breakup. Why that way? What kind of went into that?
Actually, it was both of our ideas to announce the breakup, and I think it was because we developed our relationship online, and we absolutely love each other and adore each other to this day, and I respect him and like stalk him as often as I can because he's an amazing human being that I want to keep in my life.
Yeah.
So we're still friends, and everybody's like, oh my God, why are you doing that? Don't tell me what to do with my life.
And like, how good if you can work it out that way,
Yes.
right? Look, the thing is, it's like you go through these formative years together and all of that. This is still somebody that is important. Is it difficult? Are you like finding out who you are alone now?
I'm 22. I would definitely go through
yeah.
some crazy shit right now.
Yeah, right. I think you're good to go.
Yeah, I'm good to go. No, and I am giving myself that time. He's giving himself that time. We're both exploring our careers and ourselves and our brains, and I'm having fun discovering myself.
And it's like a creative, right? Like to
Yes.
kind of do your thing.
Yes, and
Right,
I'm
good for
doing
you.
different stuff with the show. Like with my YouTube channel, I've always created stuff on my own, and now I get to work with people and talk to people, even though I'm an introvert and it's scary sometimes.
Ooh, but you hide it well.
I am.
Oh yeah, you hide it very.
Yeah, right. No, this is all a thing.
You're very open about your life, your emotions. You even talk about your period on social media.
I get it once a month.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy
So
what
your
happens.
careers and
Bodies. Is there anything that you wouldn't talk about or share?
No. Honestly, I would love to be more open and talk more about things. I think life is, I say this now, life is equal parts pain, equal parts joy, and I think share as much of it as you can, because all of it's very relatable. We all go through tough times, but we all go through great times.
Yeah.
too.
Are there things that are harder to share than others? I would imagine like the relationship stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe things like that.
Oh, for sure. And that was like my first time really like coming out and being open about my feelings and like literally crying on camera.
Yeah.
Do it all the time off camera, but you know. No, but it's fun to be open, and if that helps somebody on their journey, that's the best part.
Yeah. Now, you had the time of your life when in May you teamed up with Vogue to interview Met Gala attendees.
Yeah.
I mean, you met a ton of big names. The first one I want to talk about, Solange Knowles. So you're from Houston. You've called yourself an off-brand Beyonce.
One of my favorite things.
Did you tell her this? Is this kind of like your long-lost sister?
Look
Did
at
you
those
tell her any of that connection?
I should have. I blacked out throughout that entire time, but
really?
now I know I met Solange. Good to know.
Find this out for the first
Yeah, right. I always do a little imitation of Beyonce, which is Houston, Texas, baby. That almost flew off my head. But like, I am the off-brand Beyonce. I will claim that.
Look, but it was, so you also met Haley Baldwin. Obviously that means you're pretty much best friends now. It's science, that's how this works.
True.
What do you make of the whirlwind engagement with the Biebs?
Well, congratulations. I mean, that's so exciting, and congrats, guys. Baby's coming soon. We'll see. We'll find out.
Be some cute babies.
Yeah, I know. I'll take them.
You've interviewed Madonna, Rihanna, Barack Obama. I mean, these are some huge names. But if you had to pick your #1 dream guest and person to interview, who would it be? And then what would your first 2 questions be?
Oh man, okay, that's a good question.
Right now, produce it.
Honestly, my dream person to interview was Barack Obama, and I got to do it, and it was literally a dream. You imagine somebody of that status walking in and glowing. He walked in and he was glowing.
I think you can see that in the video. Like you can sense it. Yeah.
You can just sense it whenever he speaks. Just like pixie dust flies out of his mouth. It's just incredible. But I think the questions I would ask would be, would you ever want to do a collab on my channel? Again. And I think, what does he think of our nation today, and what can we do as this generation and as our youth, and with the platform that we have online, what can we do to speak out about it more?
Yeah, I like
and be able to be the change.
Let's hit this real quick. Liza on Demand, it's the new show, first scripted series. The whole gist is sort of your character trying to make ends meet while doing odd jobs for people. But I want to know, what is maybe the most ridiculous thing that you've ever hired someone to do for you? Look, it's a YouTube star. I mean, the whole thing, you are legit now. You can just hire and fire as you wish.
You know what? I'm bougie. I'm bougie now.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Hollywood has changed her.
Yeah.
Now, I think the craziest thing, I have a paid friend, is what I like to call her. She's my assistant. But she's my paid friend. Paid friend. And I think it blows my mind that she gets health insurance through me.
Oh, wow. Come on, wait, that
Is she here?
She's healthy because of me. She's not here.
Okay.
But shout out to Anne-Marie.
All right, we got to wrap it up. Liza, thank you so much for being here. It's so good to talk to you. And guys, Liza on Demand, available on YouTube right now. Check it all out. And coming up tomorrow, The Miz and Mrs. WWE superstars Maurice and Mike Mizanin are here live, teasing their brand new reality show. You don't want to miss that.
Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.
Happy Emoji Day!